Blake, a technical consultant from Cooper IT Solutions. I'm going to show you a quick Teams demo to get you started. So first thing to remember is Teams is available across all platforms. I'm showing you the web version at the moment. So this is accessed via any browser to teams.microsoft.com, and then it will ask you to sign in, and then you'll get a similar interface to this. So firstly, on the left hand side, you have the common apps, if you like. So we'll start with activity. Activity just shows you what's happening in and around you. So feed is what's happening around you, and my activity is what you've posted recently. So you can go through there and have a list of everything you've been up to. Chat is the place for your one-to-one chats or one-to-many. To create a new chat, you would press the pen and paper up here, which says new chat, and then type in the person you want to chat with. So for example, I would chat with Nathan on this one. And then you can see it brings up the history of the chat and then allows us to send messages. So these are 3 different types of messages you can send. So I'll just hit the exclamation mark at the bottom here. You can send a standard, important, or urgent. So a standard message is just, and then you can see that comes through. On any message, you can highlight over them and then you get an option to give an emoji response. So if you like it, hit the thumbs up. You also can send urgent messages, as you can see on this one here. It changes the formatting and puts a bell icon next to it. So to change to an urgent message, you literally just press the exclamation mark again, and then you have the different kind of messages. Fairly straightforward stuff. You can attach files, so just press the attach button, and you get to either upload from your computer or OneDrive. Emojis, again, just hit the smiley face down the bottom here, and you get all the different kind of emojis that you can add. Activity, if you click this here, you can see what Nathan and I have been up to recently. So it just gives you a ongoing list of what you've been up to. As you can see in the right here, you have video call and audio call. So if I wanted to start a call with Nathan now, I would literally just decide if I wanted to do video or audio and hit that button, and it will start dialing for us. In the top right here, you have your status and if you're available or not. So by default, everybody's available unless you're got something in your calendar. It will set you to busy. Or if you're screen sharing, you're set to do not disturb. You can manually set yourself to do not disturb. This is great if you need an hour or two of just concentrated work and you don't want any notifications popping up. You can hit that do not disturb, and that's what would happen. You can also have a status called appear away or be right back. That's the status that essentially, when you not touch your keyboard or mouse for 5 minutes, it will automatically set you to that mode anyway. So moving on, you can also, so by default, look at your recent chats here, and you can right click on any one of them and pin them. So pin just keeps it up in this list. So imagine if you've got loads of chats, it'll keep you the ones you chat to often at the top here. So moving into Teams, this is where you can create and have access to all the different teams. So I created one earlier called Working From Home Team. So that's the team name, and these are channels. So if we, by default, you get a general table. And you can see in here, so some of the kind of different messages I've added. So this is called a tag. So I've tagged a user. So to do that, you can do at Nathan, for example. This will make sure that it pops up on the user's device if they're set to available, or it will pop up in their activity bell that will have a number next to it to show how many alerts they've got. So if I do Nathan, can you help with this, please? So I can send them a direct message, but because I want to help with a particular file, like I've done here, you can press the attach button, choose recent, and that's the one I've been working on, and then that's the one I need help with. So I'm going to hit upload a copy there, which is essentially linking to that file. It's telling me it already exists, so I just want to replace it. Hit that. So what that does is it's telling Nathan that I would like some help on this file, and I've not sent that file to him. I've just linked it essentially. So all the files are stored in this file section here. So if I click into files, you will see that there's that same file, and I added it a few seconds ago. If I go back to posts, so that's a direct tagging. I can also tag the whole working from home team. So if I type WFH, which is the working from home team, you see there, and then you'll see a similar kind of thing in terms of it highlights to a different color, and that will send a notification to everybody in the team. So if I just wanted more, I could do any ideas? So now that will send an alert to everybody in this team. So how do I see who's in a team? So if you can press, if you're the owner, you can press the three dots here and press manage. And I can see that there's two owners. So Steve and Jordan, and we have two guests. So guests can be internal and external. So if I wanted to add an external member into my team, I would hit the add member, and then I would go in here and type in their full email address. So if I wanted to add a Gmail account, for example, I would go in here and type their full Gmail address. Now you'll see if you get this message, it's important thing to note, that means that guest access is turned off by an admin on your team's tenant, and then you'd have to contact that admin to get it turned on. So that's why I can't invite a guest into this one. I can go into my settings and I can turn off particular things, or I can add team pictures. So for example, if I didn't want them to be posting memes or stickers, I could press uncheck that checkbox there, and then that'll be disabled for everybody in the team. I can give guests more or take permissions away from them. Also in this team, I've added a tab, and I've added one called Planner. So Planner is a great way for you to organize tasks for everybody in that team. So if we go to this one here, this is one that I created earlier. You can see that here I have some tasks. I've marked some as complete, so I'm just going to take these off so I can quickly show you what they look like. So it's all drag and drop. So I can drag these around wherever I want. So I put them in my backlog. So these are customizable. You can put whatever name you want in there, or you can add more. So you just press add new bucket and give it a name. It allows me to drag it and drop it around into different sections. I can click into one and I press the assign. So these are all the people that are in the team. So I can assign this one to Nathan and Stephen. Close that down, no save button, it's always saving for you. Where the power comes from Planner is that you can hit charts and you can see a real time of where all your tasks are and who's scheduled to what. And if someone checks one off, you can see it automatically updates in real time. So that's giving you a lot of power inside your task management there. And that's all part of Office 365. So going back to the files section, there's several ways we can get files in here. We can create a brand new one by pressing new and then just choosing what kind of document you want. So if we go for an Excel one this time, give it a name. So we're going to call it with it'll go away and you can see it's called it there, working from home sheet 1. I've got a full Excel sheet now. This is on the cloud, so this is great for if you're on a computer that doesn't have access to the latest version of Office. It's there available for you. You have some cool power in terms of you don't need to send this file to anyone. If I need someone help again from in that team, I'll just press the conversation tab button here and it pops out this little pane. I can hit the add button and then say, Steve, check. Can you check this for me? Hit enter. And again, that would have popped up in Steve's activity saying he's been tagged. If I just close out of this now, no save button, it just automatically saves for you. You can see there, a few seconds ago I added it. But if we switch back to the post section, you can now see that it's been tagged here as well, because I've tagged Steve in it. And then he can put whatever emoji he wants in there, or he can reply saying he's helped it, he's updated it, etc. So that's giving me the power of not keep sending Excel files around as an attached email and getting all these different versions. You can just work on that one live version. So yeah, that's how you create new files. If you needed to upload a file off your PC, you just press the upload button, you press files, browse to a file that you want to update. So if I wanted to put this marketing deck in there, for example, press open. You'll see there it switches to uploading one item. Depending on how big it is, you just have to give it a second or two. You can see now the marketing deck's been updated. If this document was, so you can see here it's a marketing deck. If I wanted to add it to this top pane, I can right click here and say make this a tab. So now you can see that the marketing switched to a tab and I can quickly browse through this straight from the tab. So I don't have to actually open the file. So it'll always be there. I click the marketing deck and it's there straight away. And I can edit it as well if I need to. So scheduling meetings is the next thing I want to show you. So if you click on calendar, you can schedule a meeting at any time. So you can do meet now or schedule one. So meet now will just literally start a meeting right now and you add who you want it in. But if you want to book one in, so let's say book one in for Friday, it brings up the usual Outlook new calendar invite window. You can call it whatever you want, so test meeting. Type in your attendees, so this could be anyone in the company, as you do with normal Outlook. And then again, if you want to add someone externally, you type in their full email address, .com, and then you see that it will choose your relevant scheduling options, and then hit the send button. So then that will send them a Teams invite where they can dial in and share audio over the internet, or you can share your screen, etc. via Teams. This calendar here syncs directly to your Outlook calendar, so they're both in sync. So if you've got something in your Outlook one, it will show up in your Teams one, and vice versa. So that's great. Moving down the list is files. So all the files that you work on inside Teams is kept in this file section. So if you're struggling to find which one's in which team, you can literally just press files and look when you last worked on it. And then, for example, this ideas one, I worked on it 35 minutes ago. I can click in it and it will take me straight back to this file that I can work on it now. So that's a great way to find the files. So the last thing I want to show you is just some shortcuts that I use a lot. So Control E on the keyboard takes you to this search command at the top. And then as you can see there's one called keys. This is some of the useful keyboard shortcuts that you can use just to do things a bit quicker. So the ones I tend to use, so Control E, I use the /call. That allows me to call a person straight away without having to press this call button and then looking for them. I can just press that and then that will call them. Another one I use is the @ symbol, so I can @ Nathan and then hello. That will send him straight a message without me having to click to chat first. So it's just speeding up them kind of communications. If I do the same again and do @ Steve, and I press enter once and then again, it will take me straight to that message. So it's a nice little shortcut of getting around. Last but not least is Control E again, and then my status. So I can quickly switch myself to busy by just doing that. So Control E takes you to this command window at the top up here, /, and you see all the different options in here. So if I want to go to do not disturb, I can press do not disturb, so DND, and then it's setting me automatically to DND. And that's it. So a brief little overview of Teams. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers. Bye.